Hey guys, it's Dean Gearhart. Yeah, I collect it all, coming at you with part 2 of my national pickups. We're going to start out with this stack. We'll get back to sports. We got a Duke Snyder, one of the 51 Redbacks. I've been piecing this together for years. Back to some non-sport. Hold on. Let me move these aside. Go to here because we'll go right here. We get 61 George Belanda. One hockey card. I finished my 1970 set with this purchase. It's got erased check marks on it. You have to really look hard. This was in Stan's discount bin, and I am okay with this being the card because you'll spend over $100 on these checklists. I was looking at my 1956 Topps checklist. I need both of them. And I can't just get any. I got to get the kind of match the set, like a graded, I don't know, like a 6 to a 7. And spend $500 or $600 per checklist. So I passed on them for now, maybe next year. Here's another discount for Stan. That I got from him for my sets. Mini Minoso. And I forget who I got these from. Just some singles for my 58 set, which I am also getting close on. But I need some pretty big cards. Still need the mantle, but that's okay. We will get it. One card at a time. So I got them. And some 59s. I'm close on the 59 set as well. Sorry about shaking that. Probably around the 50 more, give or take. Maybe a couple upgrades. And my set's VG to X at best, which is fine. I'm cool with that. Because they are baseball cards and they're going into a binder and the grading companies suck. So I don't really grade anyways, but they're making everything go crazy, high, expensive for no reason. You know, I'm seeing Ken Griffey Jr. cards graded, selling for ridiculous amounts of money. They're still printing those cards, I think. I wouldn't give you the time of day for it. You know, but if you're into that stuff, I'm not holding it against you. You know, it's everybody's choice. But the grading companies, I think they're helping to try to ruin the hobby as best they can. All right, we got Eddie Matthews, 59. Don Drysdale, 1959. We have a George Kell, 1952 Bowman. What else we got here? We got Mr. Ernie Banks, 64. This rookie is an expensive one because it is not a high number, but it's this guy, I believe. For some reason, I forget. I got Maz. We got the Roger Maris. Pete Rose. Yeah, I just went crazy and bought a bunch of Hall of Famers and high numbers. Billy Williams. Cleet Boyer. These guys. Warren Spahn. Frankie Robinson. And I bought a whole bunch of 68 football. Really trying to crush that. I think I've got that under 50. Just trying to knock that out. Right now I have every set from 69 up through last year. And I've been working on some score sets and some other like upper deck sets and some Flea sets from the 90s. I'm just working on a whole bunch of different sets. Like I said, I haven't made a video since May. Just haven't felt like doing it. I picked up quite a bit of stuff, but just not a whole lot of vintage, but just some here and there. Just kind of taking a break from the whole YouTube thing. My wife and I did go to the YouTube get together. We had a good time. Caught up with some old friends that I haven't seen for a while. Mark, met his son. Forgive me, I can't think of his name right now. I'm just really bad with names. But known Mark now for, I don't know how many years now. It's been quite a while though, and I always look forward to seeing him at the YouTube get together or just walking around. And I met a couple other guys. Jeremy the Texas Snowman. His company sponsored the YouTube get together. Ran into, Wade Boggs fan John. Said hi to Eric, those back pages. Said hi to Mike O. Talked to John Mangini about the Bond Bread cards and the Arco cards. So there was a couple people I didn't see at all, but they must have came after we left. I'm not a big social butterfly by any stretch of the imagination. I met Mike Junkwax Hero too. I said hi to him. I feel like I know all these guys because on my mail route I listen to podcasts all day, and you get to know people and you finally meet them in person. And again, I'm not much of a talker. Just wanted to thank him for what he did. Seen Theo working. He's the hardest working man on YouTube. He's involved in all kinds of things. So stopped by their booth at the National. They had really good location. I was surprised. All right, these are 55 Bowmans. I'm sorry, I'm just rattling on. These are 66, and those are some 68s. The majority of that was 68s. And we got some 65 Tall Boys. Pretty nice shape. Right here and here. Then we got 1970 basketball. I picked up this checklist because of that price. I know it's off-center, but it's unchecked. And as far as I'm concerned, that's going to be the forever checklist, because it's another one of these things that I don't want to spend a ton of money on. And these were discounted. I forget what the discount was, but I found this guy in like the first row. And I almost didn't get down that row. But I need, I don't know, like 6 more, 7 more. So we'll be done with that. Always try to pick up at least the T206. I tried to pick up a Hall of Famer, but there was just, I just wanted to get a T206. I didn't care that it wasn't a Hall of Famer. This is Klein. I'm having trouble seeing this. But anyways, thought that was a good price. And with that, I got a couple Goudies. It's the first time I bought Goudies, at least in this, paying this much. I usually buy the ones that are all beat up, got hole punches in them, I don't care, it's just they're binder cards. I'm not grading them. I can never afford an expensive Babe Ruth anyways. Even if I could afford the junky ones, I don't know if I'll be able to. These prices are just, it's like they're so close yet so far away, and now they're even further away, and it's just like, I don't know. But never say never. And I got a couple, some of these are bluebacks. This is a blueback. They're tougher, the bluebacks are. You don't see them as often. And actually, you don't see this a lot anyways, and at least not in large quantities. At least I haven't. And a lot of times they're graded. I don't need them to be graded. They're going in the binder, which is fine with me. I just want them to look nice. Try not to get any creases in them. But, you know, can't always have what we want. And I don't want to pay a lot for them, so these work out just fine for my set. I probably have like 5 of the blue and about 20 or 30 of the reds now. I got to get back into doing set reviews, I guess. I'm just so busy. The other thing, I've been set up at the flea market. I've been doing it indoors. So, I think I already showed that. We'll show it again. I have a spot inside now, and I can leave the majority of my inventory there. It's secure. And yeah, I've just been working that all summer too, on Sundays, occasional Saturday. But if you're ever in the Pittsburgh area on a Sunday, it's called Trader Jack's Flea Market, and there's about 7 of us that are inside and a couple guys outside. This is Big League Chew, made by the Pulse. They're coming out with cards. So, I clip that corner. So if anybody is interested, there's a QR code, and they'll be coming out this year with a set of cards. So there's that. All right, these are some more non-sport, more of the Wonder Bread cards. This was really cool. This is the 1956 Daniel Boone. They came with orange back like this one, and there was green back. I needed this card to finish the set. I went through an entire box, could not find it, and the guy said, oh, I think I have a beat up one that would be a great filler card. You can just have it. As you can see, it is beat to hell and back. And I really don't do filler cards anyways, but I appreciated the thought behind it and everything. And I went and found the permanent card. This is what it looks like when it's not all boogered up and looking like it's been in someone's pocket since 1956. So, but I'll keep that with the set because I thought that was really nice of the guy. He didn't have to do that. He took the time to find it. These are flags of different countries. I'm sure you guys, or flags of the world, I'm sorry. This also came out in 56. I think there's about 90 cards in the set, give or take. I'm down to like needing like maybe 15. But you can see the different countries, their flags, what they're possibly known for, I guess, in the back, in the background. In the back, it tells you their capital, populations, how you say different things. And again, this was back from 1956, so I'm sure these population numbers are a little bit off. So, but still, thought that was cool. Love stuff like this. And yeah, so here's some more of the isolation booth. If you ever get a chance, take a look at some of these old non-sport sets because they're a lot of fun to put together. There's 55 Bowman, Bob St. Clair. Some more isolation booth. This is the thinnest man picture. So yeah. Oh, and then Beverly Hillbillies cards. These are not cheap, guys. I pay on average as you can see, between $5 and $10, sometimes $12 each. This was a show I grew up watching, not when it originally aired, but in reruns. Love this show. Real close to finishing the set now. I only had one card before I went to the Nationals, but I knew a dealer that had these. His name is Dean also. He's from Indiana. Great guy to work with. Reasonable on his stuff. He comes to the shows here in the Pittsburgh area. So just a great guy to work with. And I did a lot of business with him. And then I found some other dealers that had some more. But I was not able to finish it, but that's okay. If you're familiar with the Beverly Hillbillies at all, these cards only have like the 4 main characters: Granny, Jethro, Ellie Mae, and Jed. It does not have Mrs. Hathaway, the secretary, or the banker for whatever reason. They did put them in the later years. In the 90s, they came out with another set, which I've never even seen any of those cards. But I thought that was interesting that they were not in this set. But anyways, if you stumble across these do have value. Three Stooges has a lot of value. There's quite a few non-sport cards, and I'm not talking from the early times, although those, some of the guys that collect like the Pirates from the late 1800s and stuff like that, those have a pretty good value. Green Hornet, this card was $5. There's, they have value. Batman cards go for a pretty decent price, and so on and so forth. But do your research, and they can be just as fun as building a card set or a Hall of Fame run or whatever. So I'll leave you with the Mork and Mindy set. I did finish this. I had about half of it, and with these I got the rest. I remember buying these in packs in 1978. That would have been the second year I was collecting. I don't know what happened to my original ones, but I'm sure they weren't as pristine as the ones that I bought. But and we got some stickers from that series too. That's what I got to finish up with, is the stickers. So it was a great show. I'm sure some of you remember it. Most of you might remember it. Some of you may never have heard of it, or you caught it in reruns. But that was my pickups for the Nationals this year. Like I said, had fun with that. They expanded it. The upstairs is, in my opinion, not any better than it was last year. I don't understand why they're cramming everybody in there like that. There was plenty of space that they could have made a little more comfortable for the dealers and for the people wanting to buy their cards. But but overall, another successful trip. And that's all I got for now, guys. I will be making more videos. I think I'm going to get back into it again. But that's all I got for now. Have a great evening. Thanks.